Hi, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist, my channel. Thank you if you're new. Thank you for tuning in. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much. If you're interested in going to patreon.com and signing up for a subscription, you will get the daily forecast a day early. There's also other readings that are available over there that aren't available on my YouTube channel. Today is for the end of the week, Saturday the 27th. So this is a timeless reading in the sense that I ask for a message for the highest good of the greater collective. So if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. It's maybe something that you're not working on right now. If this is something that you're seeing on a date other than the 27th of June, that's okay too. You might be ready for the message that's in this little video. So don't necessarily turn it off. We're looking at Saturday the 27th of June. Underneath that, we have that Seven of Cups energy, which is sort of that indecision, maybe one too many choices, not sure what to choose. Keeping that in mind as we look at these cards today. That could be sort of what's directing these cards, aiding or blocking these cards. We'll see what's going on today. If you want to follow my Instagram, you can at Engelgeist333. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified when I do go live for card pulls and charmings and things like that. And if you're interested in a private reading, you can message me at my business page, and I can answer any questions there. My business page is located on Facebook. That's probably the best place to get a hold of me. Second best would be to message me via Instagram, but I'm not necessarily on Instagram that much, but you can slide into my DMs, as the kids say these days. Wow, this month is just like, I'm running out of time. I don't know. I've got a lot of shit I need to do over the next 4 days. Okay. All right. So let's see what's going on here. Oh, nice. This is a definite change. Abundance and fulfillment. So this is the Ten of Cups. Tens usually represent sort of, completions of chapters, kind of. That's my way of thinking of it. Cups is also the element of water, which is the emotions. Ten of Cups is definitely about like that overflowing abundance. The joy not only for yourself, but for those around you, sort of experiencing that joy, that happiness. I love that we have this rainbow sort of coming in. This is a nice way to end out the week. This is a beautiful card to end out the week on. I feel like the clouds that we've been looking at all week are gone. Whatever storm we've been weathering, whether it's mental, that's sort of like that. We were seeing that Five of Swords energy yesterday, the Two of Swords before that. If we've been fighting amongst our own mind or our own thoughts, going back and forth, struggling with things or feeling beleaguered, that sort of a thing, I feel like this Ten of Cups says that we can let that go finally. I am going to say this. There's this wave rolling in, right? And generally there's nothing ever, I would say there's not, like, the only thing with the Ten of Cups, it could be like, overindulgence, like, would be a negative aspect of the Ten of Cups. Maybe somebody being a little bit too piggy at the buffet. But to me, this wave says to me that, things will still come at us, but they're manageable. They're not necessarily knocking us over, or we're feeling a bit more steady, a bit more in control. We can kind of see the waves coming, if that makes any sense. Be it the waves of our own emotions, outside experiences that might be coming to try and grab our attention. Whatever it is, I feel like there's an awareness, and we can kind of allow ourselves to stand strong and true, and then the wave will break around us and sort of move past us, whatever that may be, right? So if there are still things coming at us, I feel like our minds and our emotions, certainly because this is a Cups card, is in a better place today, this Saturday. And it is allowing us to sort of understand that everything's going to be okay, that we've, hopefully come to some sense of clarity, some sort of understanding of whatever it was we were struggling with in the early part of the week. We're okay, right? With that Seven of Cups energy underneath this Ten of Cups, the one thing I do want to say is that Seven of Cups to me, excuse me, is that sort of energy of indecision or there being too many choices. And this Ten of Cups would indicate that too, in the amount or the sheer amount of cups that are on the card or the abundance that's there, right? And so, but I think that even with the sheer amount of choices, I think that we're not allowing all of a sudden somewhere, to me, this Ten of Cups feels like somewhere we have shifted into this place of not being afraid of our choices, but rather being grateful for them, even if some of them could turn out to be the wrong choices or not. It's like, I think that with this Ten of Cups card, to me, it's like the realization is that at least we have choices today, right? At least we're not sort of, you know, staying focused on the fact that at least we're not stuck. Although we might feel a little limited, I feel like there's a positivity to this card that allows us to get around that limitation, or allows us to sort of not necessarily feel the strain of that limitation, right? This abundance that's in the Ten of Cups, it's definitely just that, abundance. So it's like, where in our lives do we feel abundant? Where in our lives are we allowed choices today? Where in our lives are we allowed to sort of stand strong and allow the wave to crash in front of us or over us and move beyond us, right? And I feel like there's a sense of us being able to do that today, no matter what comes our way. And I don't feel like anything too hard is coming our way, if that makes sense. Like, the wave to me feels like, yeah, it could be like normal life stuff that like hits us throughout the day, but it's not, it's a part of life, right? It's the natural progression of the wave, sort of that flowing in, flowing back out, flowing in, flowing back out, and us being sort of at peace with that today. So I like that this is our card for the end of the week, because I felt like some of us might have been struggling mentally and shifting and changing. So this to me feels like we've maybe let some of that go. Let's look at the Starseed Oracle. Well, this is new. This is the Earth pulsing, and it says, "Pulse of the Mother, slow down, time in nature." So when I look at this coupled with this wave, also, the tides also kind of mimic the pulse of the Earth, or the heartbeat of the Earth, and how they flow in and flow back out, and the cyclical energy of that, and the sort of the rhythmic energy of, like how a wave rolls in and then a wave rolls back out, just like we inhale a breath and then exhale the breath. Utilizing that sort of analogy, connecting ourselves to nature in that way, however that looks for you this Saturday. Like, if you need to just get outside in your yard, kick off your shoes, touch your feet to the ground, and just be grateful for what you have, that's going to have a huge, powerful impact in realizing that things are going to, if they don't feel okay just yet, they're going to be okay. And if they do feel okay, then embrace that and make that feeling like bigger and stronger. That's this Ten of Cups energy. This Earth pulsing to me, when it says time in nature and slow down, pulse of the Mother, to me, this is about connecting to where we are now. We saw that yesterday in that card Hiereth, I think it's called, where it's like seeking home, seeking where we belong, seeking where we feel at peace. I feel like that seeking, maybe some of us might actually find it today. But we have to find it through sort of focusing on the abundance, focusing on what is good, what is what is positive in our life. Where are things going right? I also like that we have this mountain range, and we've been seeing a lot of mountains and clouds in the Accurate AF deck, right? And so to me, the mountains here in the Starseed Oracle feel like they're like sort of beyond us, or we've gotten past them. So I do think that somewhere we have turned a corner. I hope that's the case with you guys. I would love to hear in the comments if that is true. But I feel like somewhere a corner has been turned, and then we have this beautiful lush valley. Yes, there is sort of these mountains here, right? But these to me feel like almost us, not protecting ourselves, but sort of new growth, right? And feeling sort of a little bit stronger than we have in the past. This waterfall to me representing sort of like the emotions. Then all of this pink, like floral or whatever this is down here, to me this feels like, you know, the beauty or the soft, like heart center. It makes me think of rose quartz. It makes me think of that idea of self-love and healing. And also the green color in the mountainside here makes me think of self-love and healing, right? And we're open up here at the top, and we see sort of the mountain range that we maybe fought with or struggled against or have been facing and dealing with and challenged by, but we're setting it in the past and we're living more in the now. We're connecting to that sort of that pulse of the earth, the pulse that's within us. And emotionally, this sort of abundance that we have here in the Ten of Cups, this fulfillment, letting that energy sort of work its way through us. Let's look at the grounding stone. I think today's going to be a morning where I don't cry, guys. This should be good. I've been feeling it. I have to say, like, I've been not feeling... I think Venus has gone direct, which is great. There's only now 5 planets in retrograde, but... So that is going to bring about this abundance and love feeling, too. For sure, in this Ten of Cups. But to me, I've just been feeling... I don't know, strangely off. All right, so let's see what the card is. Okay, the stone is, I mean, not the card. It's family. Oops, and our family doesn't want to cooperate. Big surprise there. Who hasn't ever experienced that before? All right, so family. So to me, this makes me just think about our connection to our other human beings. Like, I feel like this is our connection to ourselves, this is our connection to the earth, and this is our connection to those that are around us that also help inhabit the earth. And I think our family can be a structure that we can look at in many different, you know, versions or paradigm is not the right word, but like we can look at our family by, you know, the family of one's choosing, you know, the people we love to be around, or our actual, like, you know, physical biological family, the family that we're born into, or our family of, say, our community, or even bigger, we can take it to the family of our state or the family of our continent or the family of, you know, the entire world, right? Human race. And where do we fit into all of that? Where do we connect to all of those things right now? How do we connect to all of those things? Do we connect to them from a place of peace, or do we connect to them from a place of sort of, you know, I don't know, aggravation, disgust, embarrassment? I think that this family stone asks us to sort of ground in our relationships. And to do that, I think we have to look at ourselves and our relationship to self first. What I do like is these 2 cards here feel very at peace and feel like the relationship to self is in a good place today. Therefore, today is a good day to sort of take that out and share that with those around us that we maybe care about first and foremost, and then maybe even beyond that, maybe being kind to a stranger, or, you know, saying a kind comment to somebody you don't know on Facebook, or maybe just even posting something positive on Facebook so that others may see it and get a lift in their day. We're all interconnected, you know, whether we like it or not. You know, Democrat, Republican, black, white, brown, gay, straight, male, female, old, young, fat, skinny, all of it. We're all interconnected. And the sooner we realize that, I think the better off we're going to feel, the more secure we're going to feel, the more balanced and grounded we're going to feel. But, you know, we're working our way there. We have to have faith that that's what's happening, even amidst all of the sort of discord that might be going on right now. Today, as I look at these cards and this stone, I would say allow that discord for yourself to dissipate and concentrate on what's fulfilling and abundant and good right now. And ground in that. Okay, that is your forecast for the day. I hope it makes sense. Please leave me a like, share, comment, or subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the new weekly. And I've got to get the monthlies out for July. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.